Another problem is gives us two functions, f and g. F is from R2 to R, the g is from R to R2. Okay? And the functions are given in these expressions. So now consider the capital F, which is a composition of f and g. And the question is to find the derivative of f with respect to t using the chain rule. So remember that the f and g, if g is from R to R square, this is what g does. And then from R2 to R, we have the f. So together, we would have the composition of the two, which is the f. Then that's the f composed with g. Okay, so now we take the derivative of f, okay, take the chain rule, and that is essentially just derivative of f is just the gradient of f at gt, and then the derivative of g with respect to t. So remember that this is the gradient of f at some point, but f is from R2 to R. So this will be a matrix of size 1 by 2. The G is a mapping from R to R2. So the derivative will be a matrix of size 2 by 1. As I said, there are matrices, but they are actually just vectors. A row vector times a column vector, both of dimension 2 in this case. Now the question is, what are these two vectors? The first vector, we need to know what is gradient of f. So gradient of f, we just need to call the formula here. The gradient of f is this. And the derivative of g with respect to t is just to take the derivative of each of these two components, and that is this. So now we can compute the chain rule. The chain rule gives us this, so we need to plug in. So for this term, it's easy, just copy it here. And for this term, we need to know what is gt inside. The gt is the formula we have above. So whenever we have the gradient f, it's evaluated at this x1 over 3 and x2 over 2. But the x1 should be this term here, right? Because this will be in the row, it's placed in the row of x1 when we consider the gradient of f at gt. And here, the second component of gt will serve as the x2 here. So we plug them in, we'll have, this is our x1 over 3, and this is our x2 over 2. And then multiply this matrix with, I should have a transpose here, multiply this vector with the g prime t vector, which is the 3, 2, then the inner product of the two gives us this result.